Welcome to UCD Dramsock's production of Othello. Please make note of the emergency exits. The doors through which you came in, the door to the right of the stage, and the doors at either side of the seating ring. There is no eating, drinking, smoking, or flash photography permitted in the theater. Finally, be aware that there will be use of a smoke machine in this production. Thank you and enjoy the performance.
For within range.
Most gracious Brabantio, in simple and pure soul I come to you.
Zounds! You are one of those who will not serve God if the devil bid you, because we come to do you service, and you think that we are ruffians. You'll have your daughter covered with a Barbary horse. You'll have your nephews laid to you. You'll have horses for cousins and tenants for tenants.
What profane restaurant there?
I am one who comes to tell you. Your daughter and the Moor are now making the peace with you.
Thou art a villain, this thou shalt answer. I know thee, Roderigo.
Oh, I will answer anything, but I beseech you, if it be your pleasure and most wise consent, as partly I find it is, that your fair daughter, at this odd even and dull watch of the night, transported with no worse nor better guard, but with a knave of common hire, a gondolier, to the gross clasps of a lascivious Moor. If this be known to you and your allowance, we have done you bold and saucy wrongs. But if you know not this, my manners tell me we have your wrong rebuke. Your daughter, if you have not given her leave, I say again, hath made a gross revolt, tying her duty, beauty, wit, and fortune in an extravagant and leading stranger of here and everywhere. Straight satisfy yourself. If she be in her chamber or your house, then loose on me the justice of the state for thus deluding.
Strike on the tender home. Give me a taper call of my people. This accident is not unlike my dream. Believe him and oppress me already. Light, I say light!
Farewell, for I must leave you. It seems not meet nor wholesome to my place to be produced, as if I stay I shall, against the Moor, for he's embarked with such loud reason to the Cyprus wars, which even now stand in extant for their souls. Another of his father, they have none to leave their business. So, though I do hate him, as I do hell hates yet, out of necessity of present life, I must write a flag and sign of him, which is indeed but a sign. That you shall surely find him, and there will I be with him. So, farewell.
It is too true and evil God she is. I must have come of my despise time as noble bitterness. Now, Roderigo, where dost thou see her?
What?
Unhappy girl, with the Moor said thou, who would be a mother? How dost thou know 'twas she? Oh, she deceived me, pass on. What said she to you? Get her tapers, raise all my fingers, and they marry me.
Truly, I think they are.
How got she out? Our treason of the blood, mothers. From hence, trust not your daughters' minds by what you see them act. Is there not charms by which the property of youth and maidenhood may be abused? Have you not read, Roderigo, of some such thing?
Yes, madam, I haven't.
Call up my brother! Oh, where you have hammered, some one way, some another. Do you know where we may apprehend her in the Moor?
I think I can discover him. If you please, to get good guard and go along with me.
Pray you, lead on, and every house I call I may command at most. Get weapons ho, and raise the special officer of night. On, good Roderigo, I'll disturb your pace.
Though in a trade of war I have slain men, yet do I consider it the very stuff of the conscience to do no contrived murder. I lack iniquity, sometimes to do me service, 9 or 10 times that I thought to have yet
That is better as it is.
Nay, but she prated, and spoke such scurvy and provoking terms against your honour, that with the little godliness I had, I did full hard forbear. But, sir, I pray you, are you fast now? Be assured of this, the mother is much beloved, and hath in her effect a voice attention, as trouble as the Jews. She will divorce you, or put upon you what restraint and grievance the law with all her might to enforce it on.
Let her do her spite. The services I have done the Signore shall outtongue her complaints. 'Tis yet to know, which, when I know that boasting is an honour, I shall promulgate. I fetch my life in being from men of royal siege, and my demerits may speak unbonneted to as proud a fortune as this that I have reached. For know, Iago, but that I love the gentle Desdemona.
Othello!
But look, would lights come on?
Those are the raisin mother and her friends. You are best to go in.
Not I. I must be found. My parts, my title, and my perfect soul shall manifest me rightly. Is it they?
By Janus, I think, no.
Ah, my lieutenant, the goodness of the night, my new friend. What is the news?
The Duke does greet you, General, and she requires your post-haste appearance even on the instant.
What is the matter, think you?
Something from Cyprus, as I may divine. It is a business of some heat. The galleys have sent a dozen secret messengers this very night at one another's heels, and many of the consuls, raised and met, are at the Duke's already. You have been hotly called for.
'Tis well I am found by you. I will but spend a word here in the house and go with you.
Ancient, what makes he here?
Faith, he tonight had boarded a landcraft. If it prove lawful prize, he's made forever.
I do not understand.
He's married. To who? Married to... Come, Captain, will you go?
Come with you.
Where is he? Where is he going to go shop?
It is for Banquo. General, be advised, she comes to bat in 10.
Oh, stand there!
Madam, this is the moment!
You shall more command with years than with your weapons.
Oh, thou foul thief! Where hast thou stolen my daughter? Damned as thou art, thou hast enchanted her, for I'll refer thee to all things of sense, if she in chains of magic were not bound. Whether a maid so tender, fair, and happy, so opposite to marriage that she should run from her gardens to the sooty bosom of such a king as thou, to fear, not to delight. Judge me the world, it is not gross in sense that thou hast practised on her with foul charms, abused her delicate youth with drugs and minerals that weaken motion. I therefore apprehend and do attach thee for an abuser of the world, a practicer of arts inhibited and out of warrant. Lay hold upon him if you do resist him to him at his peril.
Hold your hands! Were it my cue to fight, I should have known it without a prompter. Where will you that I go to answer this, your charge?
To prison, till the time of law and course of direct session calling to answer.
And if I do obey, how may the Duke be there with satisfied whose messenger is here about my side upon some present business of the state to bring me to her?
How? The Duke in council at this time of night? Bring him away. Mine's not an idle cause. The Duke herself cannot but feel this wrongness for her own. For if such actions may have passage free, bond slaves and pagans shall our statesmen be.
There is no composition in these news that gives them credit.
Indeed, they are disproportioned. My letters say 107 ships.
And mine 140.
Tis aught but difference, yet do they all confirm a Turkish fleet and bearing up to Cyprus.
Nay, it is possible enough to judgment. I do not so secure me in the error, but the main article I do approve, in fearful sense.
What ho! What ho! What ho!
A messenger from the galleys.
Now, what's the business?
The Turkish preparation makes for roads. So was a big report here to the state.
How say you by this change?
This cannot be by no assay of reason. 'Tis a pageant to keep us in false days. When we again consider the importance of Cyprus to the Turk, and let ourselves again will understand that as it more concerns the Turk than Rhodes, we must not think the Turk is so unskillful to leave that latest which concerns him first.
Nay, 'tis certain he's not for Rhodes.
Here is more news.
The Ottomans, reverend and gracious, steering with due course towards the Isle of Rhodes, have there jointed them with an afterfleet
I so it not. How many, as you guess?
of 30 sail, and now they do restem their backward course, bearing with frank appearance their purposes towards Cyprus.
'Tis certain then for Cyprus.
Here comes Madame Ranzio, the valiant Moor.
Valiant Othello, we must straight employ you against the general enemy Ottoman. I did not see you. Welcome, gentle madam.
Good your grace, pardon me. Neither my place nor aught I heard of business hath raised me from my bed, nor doth the general care take hold on me. For my particular grief, it is so funded in overbearing nature that it ungluts and swallows other sorrows that it is still itself.
Why, what's the matter?
My daughter! Oh, my daughter!
Dead?
I, to me. And corrupted by spells and medicines bought of mountebanks, for nature so preposterously to err, being not so blind, deficient, or lame of sense, and witchcraft cannot.
Whoe'er he be that in this foul proceeding hath thus beguiled your daughter of herself, and you of her, the bloody book of law you shall yourself read in the bitter letter.
Humbly, I thank your grace. Here is the man, this Moor, whom now it seems your special mandate for the state affairs hath hither brought.
What in your own part can you say to this?
Nothing but this is so.
Most potent, grave, and reverend signors, my very noble and approved good masters, that I obtain, O away this old woman's daughter. It is most true. True. I have married her. Rude am I in my speech, and little blessed with that soft phrase of peace. For since these arms of mine have 7 years' pith, till now, some 9 moons wasted, they have used their dearest action in the tented field. And little of this great world can I speak, more than pertains to feats of broil and battle. And therefore, little shall I grace my cause in speaking for myself. Yet by your gracious patience, I will a round, unvarnished tale deliver of my whole course of love. What drugs, what charms, what conjurations, and what mighty magic, for such proceedings I am charged withal, I won her daughter.
A maiden, never bold, of spirit so still and quiet, that her motion blushed at herself. And she, in spite of nature, to fall in love with what she feared to look on, it is a judgment, made and most imperfect, that will confess perfection so could err against all rules of nature, and must be driven out to find out practices of cunning hell,
But
what they shall
Othello,
be.
speak! Did you, by indirect and forced courses, subdue and poison this young maid's affections? Or came it by request, and such fair question as soul to soul afforded?
I do beseech you, send for the lady, bid her come hither and speak of me before her mother. If you do find me found in her report, the trust, the office I do hold of you, not only take away, but let your sentence even fall upon my life.
Fetch Desdemona hither.
Good agent, conduct them, you best know the place. Until she come, as truly as to heaven, so justly to your grave ears I'll present how I did thrive in this fair lady's love, and she in mine.
Say it, Othello.
Her mother loved me, oft invited me, still questioned me the story of my life from year to year. The battles, sieges, fortunes that I had passed, I ran it through, even from my boyish days, to the very moment that she bade me tell it. Wherein I spake of most disastrous chances, of moving accidents by flood and field, of hairbreadth escapes in the imminent deadly breach, of being taken by the insolent foe and sold into slavery, of my redemption thence and portents in my travels history, wherein of antres vast and deserts idle, rough quarries, rocks and hills whose heads touch heaven, and of the cannibals that each other eat, and of men whose heads do grow beneath their shoulders. This to hear would Desdemona seriously incline, but still the house affairs would draw her thence, which ever as she could with haste dispatch and come again, and with a greedy ear devour up my discourse, which I, observing, took once a blind hour and found good means to draw from her a prayer of earnest heart that I would all my pilgrimage dilate. I did so, and often did beguile her of her tears when I spoke of some distressful stroke my youth had suffered. She get me for my pains a world of sighs. She swore in faith, 'twas strange, 'twas passing strange, 'twas pitiful, 'twas wondrous pitiful. She wished she had not heard it, and yet she wished that heaven had made her such a man. She thanked me, loved me for the dangers that I had passed. I loved her that she did pity them. This only is the witchcraft I have used.
I think this tale would win my daughter too.
I always Rohi, Amri Hayati. Here comes the lady. Let her witness it.
Good, Brabantio. Take up this mangled matter at the
I
best.
pray you will speak. If she confessed that she was half through her destruction on my head, and my bad blame light on the man, come hither, gentle mistress. Do you perceive, in all this noble company, where most you owe obedience?
My noble mother, I do perceive here a divided duty. To you, I am bound for life and education. My life and education both do learn me how to respect you. You are the lord of duty. I am hitherto your daughter. But here's my husband. And so much duty as my father showed to you, preferring you before his mother. So much I challenge, that I may profess due to the more. My lord.
What do you do? I am done. Please, your grace, on to the state affairs. I'd rather to adopt a child than get it. Come hither, more. I hear to give thee with all my heart, which, what thou hast already with all my heart, I would keep from thee. For your sake, Jill, and God so, I have no other child. I've done, my lord.
When remedies are past, the griefs are ended, by seeing the worst which late on hopes depended.
of custom, most grave senators, hath made the flinty and steel couch of war my thrice-driven bed of down. I do agonize, and undertake these present wars against the Ottomans. Most humbly therefore bending to your state, I crave fit disposition for my wife, due reference to place and exhibition, with such accommodation and besort as levels with her breeding.
If you please, be that her mother.
I'll not have it so.
Nor I.
Nor I would not there reside to put my mother in impatient thoughts by being in her eye. Most gracious Duke, to my unfolding lend your prosperous ear.
What would you, Desdemona?
That I did love the more to live with him. My downright violence and storm of fortunes may trumpet to the world. My heart subdued, even to the very quality of my lord. And to his honour and his valiant parts did I my soul and fortunes consecrate. So that, dear lords, if I be left behind, a mock of peace, and he go to the war, the rights for which I love him are bereft me, and I a heavy interim shall support by his dear absence. Let me go with him.
Let her have your voices. Vouch with me, heaven. I therefore beg it not to please the palate of my appetite, nor to comply with heat, the young effects in me defunct, or proper satisfaction, but to be free and bounteous to her mind. And heaven defend your good souls, that you think I would your great and serious business scant, for she is with me. No, when light-winged toys, a feathered cupid seal with wanton dullness my speculative and obvious instruments, let housewives make a skeleton of my helm.
Be it as you shall privately determine, either for her stay or go. The affair cries haste, and speed must answer it.
We must away tonight.
With all my heart.
At 9 in the morning here we'll meet again. Othello, leave some officer behind, and he shall our commission bring to you, with such things else of quality and respect as doth import you.
So please your grace, my ancient, a man he is of honest and trust. To his conveyance I assign my wife, with what else needful your grace may think to be sent after me.
Let it be so. Good night to everyone, and noble madam. If virtue no delight and beauty lack, your son-in-law is far more fair than black.
Look to her more, if thou hast eyes to see. She has deceived her mother, and they think.
Honest Iago, my Desdemona must I lead to thee. I prithee, let thy wife attend on her, and bring them after in the best advantage. Come, Desdemona, I have but an hour of love, of worldly matters and direction to spend with thee. We must obey the time.
Iago!
What sayest thou, noble heart?
What will I do, thinkest thou?
Why, go to bed and sleep.
I will incontinently drown myself!
If thou thinkst that the never lovely act, why that silly gentle?
It is sweetness to live when to live is to torment, and have we a prescription to die when death is our physician?
Oh, villains! I have looked upon this world for 4 times 7 years, and since I could distinguish betwixt a benefit and an injury, I never yet found a man who knew how to love himself. Ere I would say, I would drown myself for the love of a guinea hen. I would change my humanity with a baboon.
What should I do? I confess, it is my shame to be so fond, but it is not in my virtue to amend it.
Virtue, a fig! 'Tis in ourselves that we are thus or thus. Our bodies are our gardens, to which our will are gardeners. So that if you plant nettles, or sow lettuce, set hyssop, or weed up thyme, supplied with one gender of herb, or distracted with many, either have it sterile with idleness, or manured with industry. Why? The power and corrigible authority of this lies in our wills. If the balance of our lives had not one scale of reason, to poise another of sensuality, what? The blood and basis of our natures would lead us to most preposterous conclusions. But we have reason to cool our raging motions, our carnal stings, our embittered lusts, whereof I take this
thy friend, and I profess me knit to thy deserving with cables of perdurable toughness. I could never better stead thee than now. Put money in thy purse. Follow thou the war. Put money in thy purse. It cannot be that Desdemona should long continue her love to the Moor, nor he his to her. It was a violent commencement, and thou shalt see an answerable sequestration. Put but money in thy purse. These Moors are changeable in their will. Fill thy purse with money. The food that to him now is as luscious as locusts shall shortly be to him as bitter as colloquin tea. She must change for you. When she is sated with his body, she will find the error of her choice. She must have change. She must. Therefore, put money in thy purse. If thou wilt thee damn thyself, do it a more delicate way than drowning. Make all the money thou canst. Thou shalt enjoy it. Therefore, make money a pox of drowning thyself. Seek thy rather to be hanged, encompassing thy joy, than to be drowned and go without her.
Wilt thou be fast to my hopes if I depend on the issue?
Thou art sure of me. Go, make money. I have told thee often, and I retell thee again and again, I hate the Moor. My cause is hearted. Thine hath no less reason. Let us be conjunctive in our revenge against him. If thou canst cuckold him, thou dost thyself a pleasure. Me, as sport, there are many events in the womb of time which will be delivered. Go, Trevor, provide thy money. We will have more of this tomorrow.
Where shall we meet in the morning?
At my lodging.
I'll be there with me times.
Go to. Farewell. Do you hear, Roderigo?
What say you?
No more of dragging. Do you hear?
Oh, I am changed. I'll go sell all my land.
Thus do I ever make my food my purpose. For my own gain knowledge should profane what I time expend with such a snipe, but for my sport and profit. I hate the Moor, and 'tis toward abroad that twixt my sheets he hath done my office. I know not if it be true, but I, for mere suspicion in this kind, will do as if for surety. He holds me well, the better shall my purpose work upon him. Cassio's a proper match. Let's see, to get his place and plume up my will in double name. How? Let's see. After some time to refuse Othello here that he is too familiar with his wife. He hath a person and a smooth disposed to be suspected, framed to make women false. The Moor is a free and open nature, and thinks men honest that but seem to be so, and will as tenderly be led by the nose as asses are haft. It is engendered. Hell and night must bring this monstrous birth to the world's light.
Nothing at all. It is a high wrought blood. I cannot twixt the heaven and the main descry a sail. Methinks the wind hath spoken loud at land. A fuller blast ne'er shook our battlements. If it hath ruffianed so upon the sea, what ribs of oak, when mountains melt on them, can hold them Ortiz? A segregation
of the Turkish fleet for do but stand upon the foaming shore. The chidden billow seems to pelt the clouds. The wind-shaken surge, with high and monstrous mane, seems to cast water on the burning bear and quench the guard of the ever-sick-fixed pole. If that the Turkish fleet be not sheltered and in bay, they are drowned. It is impossible they bear it out.
News! Our wars are done! The desperate tempest hath so banged the Turks net that his Simon holds, and noble ship of Venice hath seen a grievous wreck and sufferance on most part of their fleet.
How is this true?
The ship is here put in, a Baronessa, Michael Cassio, lieutenant to the warlike Othello, is come on shore. The moon itself at sea, and is in full commission here for Cyprus. But this Saint Cassio, though he speak of comfort touching the Turkish loss, yet he looks sadly and prays the moor be safe, for they were parted with foul and violent tempest.
Pray heavens he be, for I have served the man who commands and a full soldier. Let's the seaside hoe, as well see the vessel has put in, as to throw out her eyes for brave Othello.
Come, let's do so, for every minute is expectancy of more rivals.
Thanks! You the valiant of this warlike isle, and so approve the more. Oh, let the heavens give in defense against the elements, for I have lost us him on a dangerous sea.
Is he well shipped?
His bark is stoutly timbered. His pilot a very expert and approved allowance, therefore my hopes, not surfeit to the death, stand in bold cure.
Sail!
But,
Sail!
hark! What noise?
The town is empty. On the broadest sea stand ranks of people, and they cry a sail.
Oh, my hopes do shape it for the governor.
They do discharge their shot of courtesy. Our friends at least.
I pray you, sir, go forth and give us truth who 'tis that has arrived.
I shall.
Good lieutenant.
Your general is white. Most fortunately, he hath achieved a maid that paragons description and wild fame, one that excels the quirks of blazoning pens, and in the essential vesture of creation does tire the internet. How now? Who has put in?
'Tis one Iago, ancient to the general.
Most favourable and happy speeds, tempests themselves, high seas and howling winds, the guttered rocks and congregated sands. The divine Desdemona, our great captain's captain, left in the conduct of the bold Iago, whose footing here anticipates our thoughts. Great Jove, Othello guard, and swell his sail with thine own powerful breath, that he may bless this bay with his tall ship. Make love's quick pants in Desdemona's arms. Give renewed fire to our extincted spirits, and bring all Cyprus comfort. Oh, behold, the riches of the ship is come on shore. Ye men of Cyprus, let her have your knees. Oh, hail to thee, lady, and the grace of heaven before, behind thee, and on every hand wheel thee round.
I thank you, valiant Cassio. What tidings can you tell me of my lord?
He is not yet arrived, nor know I aught but that he's well and will be shortly here.
But I fear, how lost you company.
The great contention of the sea and skies parted our fellowship.
Sail!
But,
Sail!
hark! Sail!
They give their greeting to the citadel. This likewise is a friend.
See the news. Good agent. You are welcome. Welcome, mister. Let it not gall your patience, good Iago, that I extend my manners. 'Tis my breeding that gives me this bold show of courtesy.
Sir, if she gave you so much of her lips as of her tongue she oft bestows on me, you'll have enough.
Alas, she has no speech.
In faith, too much. I find it still when I have listened to sleep. Marry, before your ladyship, I grant, she puts her tongue a little in her heart and chides with thinking.
You have little cause to say so.
Come on, come on. You are pictures out of doors, bells in your kitchens, wildcats in your parlors, saints in your injuries, divils being offended, players in your housewifery, and housewives in your bed.
Oh, fie upon thee, slander.
Nay, 'tis true, or else I am a Turk. You rise to play and go to bed to work.
You shall not write my
No,
praise.
let me not.
What wouldst thou write of me, if thou shouldst praise me?
Noble lady, do not put me to it, for I am nothing if not written.
Come on, essay.
she is delivered. If she be fair, wise, fairness, and wit, the one's for use, the other useth it.
Well praised. How if she be black and witty?
If she be black, and thereto have a wit, she'll find a white that shall her blackness fit.
Worse and worse. How if fair and foolish?
She never yet was foolish that was fair. Even her folly helped her to an heir.
These are old fond paradoxes to make fools laugh in the alehouse. What miserable praise hast thou for her that's foul and foolish?
There's none so foul and foolish, therein too, but those foul pranks, which fair and wise ones.
Oh, heavy ignorance! Thou praisest the worst best. But what praise couldst thou bestow on a deserving woman indeed? One that, in the authority of her merit, did justly put on the badge of very malice itself.
She that was ever fair and never proud, had tongue at will and yet was never loud. She that being angry, her revenge being nigh, bade her wrong stay and her displeasure fly. She that in wisdom never was so frail to change the cod's head with the salmon's tail. She that could think and ne'er disclose her mind, see suitors coming and not look behind. She was a white, if ever such white were.
To do what?
To suckle fools and chronicle small beer.
A most grave and impotent conclusion. Do not murder Cornelia, though he be thy husband. How say you, Cassio? Is he not a most profane and liberal counsellor?
He speaks. Oh, madam, you may relish him more in the soldier than in the song.
He takes her by the pan. Aye, well said. With as little a web as this will I ensnare as great a fly as Cassio. I smile upon her do. I will jibe thee in thine own court. You say true? 'Tis so. Indeed, if such tricks as these strip you of your lieutenantry, it had been better you had not kissed your 3 fingers so oft. Very good. Well kissed, an excellent courtesy. Yet again your fingers to your lips, where they were clister pipes for your sake. The more I know is drunk, 'tis truly so.
Let's meet him and receive him.
Lo, where he comes!
Oh, my fair warrior!
My dear fellow!
If you wonder great is my content to see you here before me. If after every tempest comes such calms, when the winds blows and they awaken death, and let the labouring bark climb hills of seas that Olympus high, and duck again as low as hells from heaven. If it were now to die, it were now to be most happy, for I fear my soul hath their content so absolute, that not another comfort like to this succeeds in an unknown fate.
The heavens forbid, but that our loves and comforts should increase, even as our days do grow.
Amen to that, sweet powers. I cannot speak enough of this content. It stops me here. It is too much of joy. And this, the greatest discord our hearts shall make.
Oh, you are well tuned now. Well, I'll put down the pegs that make this music as honest as I am.
Come, Desdemona. Let us to the castle. News, friends! Our wars are done! The Turks are gone! Honey, you were well desired in Cyprus. I prithee, I prattle out of fashion and dote in my own comforts. Iago, go to the bay and disembark my coffers. Come, Desdemona. Once more, well met in Cyprus.
Come hither. If thou beest valiant, as they say, base men being engulfed, have again a nobility in their natures more than is native to them, list me! The lieutenant tonight watches on the court of guard. First, I must tell thee this. Desdemona is directly in love with thee. With him? Why, 'tis not but lay thy finger thus, and let thy soul be instructed. Mark me with what violence she first loved him more, before bragging and telling her fantastical lies, and will she love him still for prating? Let not thy discreet heart thinking, her eye must be fed. And what delight shall she to have to look on the devil? When the blood is made dull with the act of sport, there must be again to inflame it, and to give satiety a fresh appetite, loveliness in favour, sympathy in years, manners and beauties, all which the more is defective in. For want of these required conveniences, her delicate temper will find itself used, begin to need the good, disrelish, and abhor the more. Very nature will instruct her in it, and compel her to some second choice. Now, sir, this granted, who stands so eminent in the degree of this fortune as Cassio does, and nay, very voluble, no further conscionable than putting on his most hidden salt and loose affection. Why none? Why none? A slipper and subtle knave, a finder of occasion, a devilish knave beside. The knave is handsome, young, and hath all those required conveniences in him which folly and green minds look after. A test complete, and the woman hath found him already.
Oh, I cannot believe that in her. She is full of most blessed
Blessed things, and the wine she drinks is made of grapes. If she had been blessed, she never would have loved the more. Blessed pudding! Didst thou not see her prattle with the palm of his hand? Didst not mark that?
Yes, that I did, but that was but courtesy.
Lechery! By this hand, an index and obscure prologue to the history of lust and foul thoughts. They met so near with their lips that their breaths embraced together. That thoughts, Roderigo! Bish! But, sir, be you ruled by me. I have brought you here from thence. Watch you tonight for the command I'll lay it upon you. Cassio knows you not. Should you find some occasion to anger Cassio, either by speaking too loud, or tainting his discipline, or from what other course you please.
Well,
Sir, he is rash, and very sudden in the collar, and haply may strike at you. Provoke him that he may, for even out of this will I cause these of Cyprus to mutiny, whose qualification comes into no true taste again, but by the desplanting of Cassio. So shall you then have a shorter journey to your desires, by the means I shall then have to pursue them, and the impediment most profitably removed.
I will do this if I can bring it to any opportunity.
Meet me by and by at the citadel. I will fetch his necessaries ashore. Farewell.
Adieu.
I do well believe it. That she loves him. Is that? And I'll break bread the more, howbeit I endure it, not in fact constant, free, and loving nature, and I dare think to prove to Desdemona a most dear husband. Now, I do love her too, not out of absolute lust, though peradventure I stand accounted for as great a sin, but partly led to die of my revenge, for that I do suspect the lusty Moor had leaped into my seat, the thought whereof doth, like a poisonous mineral, gnaw my influence, and nothing can or shall content my soul till I am wife for wife, or failing so, yet that I put him into a jealousy so strong that judgment cannot cure. Which thing to do? If this poor trash of Venice, whom I trash for his quick hunting, stand the putting on, I'll have our Michael Cassio on the hip, abuse him to the more in the rank guard, have the more thank me, love me, and reward me for making him egregiously an ass, and practicing upon his peace and quiet, even to madness. 'Tis here, but yet confused. Knavery's plain face is never seen till used.
It is Othello's pleasure, our noble and valiant general, that, upon upon certain tidings now arrived, importing the mere perdition of the Turkish fleet, every man put himself into triumph. Some to dance, some to make bonfires. Each man towards sport and revels his addiction leads him. For, besides these beneficial news, it is the celebration of his nuptial. So much was his pleasure should be proclaimed. All offices are open, and there is full liberty of feasting from this present hour. Heaven bless the Isle of Cyprus and our noble General Othello!
Michael, look you to the guard tonight. Let's teach ourselves that honourable stop not to outsport discretion.
Iago hath directed what to do, but notwithstanding with my personal eye will I look to it.
Iago is most honest. Good night, Michael. Tomorrow with your earliest, let me have speech with you. Come, Desdemona. That purchase made, the fruits are to ensue. That prophet said come between me and you. Good night.
Welcome, Iago. We must to the watch.
And not this hour, Lieutenant. It is not yet 10 o'clock. Our General Cassio thus early for the love of his Desdemona, whom let us not therefore blame. He hath not made wanton the night with her, and she is sport for Jove.
She's a most exquisite lady.
And I'll warrant her fun of game.
And she's a most fresh and delicate creature.
What an eye she has.
An inviting eye, and yet methinks right modest.
And when she speaks, is it not an alarm to love?
She is, indeed, perfection.
Well, happiness to their cheeks. Come, Lieutenant, I have a stoop of beer, and here within are a brace of Cyprus gallants that would fain have a measure to the health of black Othello.
Not tonight, good Iago. I have very poor and unhappy brains for drinking. I could well wish that courtesy would invent some other custom of entertainment.
Oh, but they are our friends. But one cup, I'll drink four.
I have drunk but one cup tonight, and that was craftily qualified too, and behold, what innovation it makes here. I am unfortunate in the infirmity, and dare not cast my weakness
What
any
man
further.
'tis a night of revels, the gallants desire it.
Where are they?
Here, I pray you, bring them over.
I'll do it, but it dislikes me.
If I can fasten but one cup upon him, with that which he hath drunk tonight already, he'll be as full of quarrel and offence as my young mistress's dog. Now, my sick-fool Roderigo, who doth have turned almost the wrong side out, and he's to watch. 2 lads of Cyprus, noble, swelling spirits that keep their honours in a wary distance, have I tonight flustered with flowing cups, and they watch too. Now, amongst this flock of drunkards, am I to put poor Cassio in some action that may offend the isle? Here they come. If consequence do but approve my dream, my boat sails swiftly, both wind and stream.
Ha-ha! Before God, they have given me a rouse already.
Good faith, little one, not past the point as I am so.
Some beer! Oh! And let me a canikin drink, let me the canikin drink. A soldier's man likes to stand like that, let a soldier drink. Some beer, boy!
For God, an excellent song.
I learned it in Ireland, where indeed they are most potent in their potting. Your Dane, your German, your swag-bellied Hollander are nothing to your Irish.
Is your Irishman so expert in his drinking?
He drinks you with facility. Your Dane, dead drunk. He sweats not to o'erthrow your Almain. He gives your Hollander a vomit ere the next bottle can be filled.
To the health of our general.
I am for it, Lieutenant, and I'll do you justice.
Oh, sweet Ireland. King Stephen was a worthy peer. His breeches cost him butts and crap. He held them 6pence all to day. With that he called the tailor lap. He was a wife of Ireland and now what the floating we sang the country down. Then take that look about me some beer. Oh!
Why, this is a more exquisite song than the other.
Will you hear it again?
No. For I hold him to be unworthy of his place that does those things. Well, gods above all, there be souls must be saved, and there be souls must not be saved.
This is true, Lieutenant.
For mine own part, no offense to the general, nor any man of quality, I hope to be saved.
And so do I too, Lieutenant.
Aye, but by your leave, not before me. The lieutenant is to be saved before the agent. Let's have no more of this. Let's to our affairs. Forgive us our sins. Gentlemen, let's look to our business. Do not think, gentlemen, that I am drunk. This is my agent. This is my right hand. And this is my left. I am not drunk now. I can stand well enough and then speak well enough.
Excellent. Well.
Very well then. You must not think then that I am drunk.
The platform masters, come, let's set the watch.
You see this fellow that has gone before. He is a soldier fit to stand by Caesar and give direction, and do but see his vice. 'Tis to his virtue a just equinox, the one as long as the other. I do fear the trust Othello puts him. In some odd time of his infirmity, may one day shake this island.
But is he often thus?
Oh, 'tis evermore the prologue to his sleep. He'll watch the horologe a double set and bring rock not his cradle.
They were well the general put in mind of him. Perhaps he sees it not, or his good nature prizes the virtue that appears in Cassio, and looks not on his evils. Is not this true? And 'tis a great pity. No boor should hazard such a place as his own second, with the one of an ingraft infirmity. It were not his action to say so.
Oh, not I for this fair island. I do love Cassio well and would do much to cure him of his evil.
And they teach me my duty. I'll beat the knave into a twig bottle. Beat me? Don't thou break. Oh, nay, good lieutenant, I pray you, sir, hold your hand. Let me go, sir, or I'll knock you all the muzzle. Come, you're drunk. Drunk? Away, I say, go out and cry a mutiny. Mutiny! Nay, good lieutenant. Alas, gentlemen, lieutenant, sir, Montano, sir, lads, here's a goodly watch indeed. Who's that that rings the bell? Iago, hold the tower will rise. Well, lieutenant, hold the will be slain forever. Help! Oh, lieutenant, sir, Montano, gentlemen, have you lost the right to take the duty? Hold your hands! Hold for shame!
Whoa! From whence arises this? Are we turned Turks and do that which heaven hath forbade the Almights? For Christian shame put by this barbarous brawl. He that stirs next to carve for his own rage holds his soul alight. He dies upon the motion. Silence thy dreadful ballad, frights the eye from her propriety. What is the matter, masters? Iago, thou lookst dead with grieving. Speak, who began this?
I do not know. Friends all but now, even now, in quarter and in terms like bride and groom, divesting them for bed and then swords out, and tilting one another's breasts in opposition bloody. I cannot speak any beginning to this peevish odds.
How comes it, Michael, you are thus forgotten?
I pray you pardon me, I cannot speak.
Worthy Montano, you will want be civil. The gravity and stillness of your youth the world hath noted, and your name is great in mouths of wise ascension. What is the matter that you unlace your reputation thus, and spend your rich opinion for the name of a knight brawler? Give me answer to it.
Worthy Othello, I am hurt to danger. Your officer, Iago, can inform you while I spare speech, which something now offends me.
By heaven, my blood begins my safer guides to rule, and passion, having my best judgment calling to say to lead the way. If I do but stir, or once lift this arm, the very best of you shall sink in my rebuke. Give me to know how this foul rot began. Who set it on? And he that is approved in this offence, though he is twinned with me both at birth, shall lose me. What? In a town at war yet wild, the people's hearts brimful of fear, to manage a private and domestic quarrel, and in the court and guard of safety? 'Tis monstrous. Iago, who began this?
Touch me not so near. I'd rather have this tongue cut from my mouth than it should do offence to Michael Cassio. But I persuade myself to tell the truth shall nothing harm me. Thus it is, gentlemen, Montano and myself being in speech, there comes a fellow crying out for help, and Cassio following him with the determined sword to execute upon him. Sir, the gentleman steps into Cassio and introduces his boss, myself. The crying fellow did pursue, However, as it so fell out, the town might fall as bright. He, swift of foot, outran my purpose. I returned the rather, for that I heard Cassio high in oath, which till tonight I near might say before. When I came back, for this was brief, I found them close together, a blow and thrust, even as they were again when you yourself did part. More on this matter I cannot report, but men are men. The best sometimes forget. Though Cassio did some little wrong to him, as men in rage strike those that wish them best, yet surely Cassio, I believe, received from him that fled some strange indignity, which patience could not pass.
I know, Iago, thy love and honesty doth mince this matter, making it light to Cassio. Cassio! I love thee, but nevermore be officer of mine. Look, if my gentle love be not raised up, I'll make thee an example.
What's the matter?
All's well, sweetie. Come away to bed. Sir, for your hurts, myself will be your surgeon. Lead him off. Iago, look with care about the town and silence those whom this vile rout has distracted. Come, Desdemona. 'Tis the soldier's life to have his balmy slumbers waked with strife.
What, Lieutenant, are you hurt? I ask also. Oh, now in heaven forbid!
Reputation, reputation, reputation. Oh, I have lost my reputation. I have lost the immortal part of myself, and what remains is bestial. My reputation, Iago. My reputation.
As I am an honest man, I had told you I'd received some bodily wound. There is more sense in that than in reputation. Reputation is an idol, a most false imposition. You have lost no reputation at all unless you repeat yourself such a beast. What, man, there are ways to recover the general again. You are but now cast in his mood, as one might beat his offenceless dog to affright an imperious lion. Sue to him again if he's yours.
I would rather sue to be despised than to deceive so good a commander with so slight, so drunken and indiscreet an officer. Drunk, and speak parrot, and squabble, swagger, swear. Oh, thou invisible spirit of wine, if thou hast no name to be known by, let us call thee devil.
Who was he you followed with your sword? What had he done to you?
I know not.
Is possible?
I remember a mass of things, but nothing distinctly. A quarrel, but nothing wherefore. Oh, God! That men should put an enemy in their mouths to steal away their brains. That we should, with joy, pleasance, revel, and applause, transform ourselves into
Why,
beasts.
if you are now well enough, how came you thus recovered?
It hath pleased the devil drunkenness to give place to the devil wrath. One unperfectly shows me another, to make me frankly despise myself.
Come, you are too severe a moraler. Though as the time, the place, and the condition of the country stand, I could heartily wish this had not befallen. But since it is as it is, mend it to your own good.
I will ask him for my place again. He shall tell me I am a drunkard. Had I as many mouths as Hydra, such an answer would stop them all. To be now a sensible man, by and by a fool, and presently a beast. Oh, strange. Every inordinate cup is unblessed, and the ingredient is a devil.
Come. Good wine is a good familiar creature if it be well used. Exclaim no more against it. And, good lieutenant, I think you think I love it.
I have well approved it, sir. I, drunk.
You or any man living may be drunk at a time, man. Come, I'll tell you what you should do. Our general's wife is now the general. May say so in this respect, for that he had devoted and given himself up freely to the contemplation. Importune her help to put you in her place again, for she is of so free, so kind, so apt, so blessed a disposition, she considers a vice in her goodness not to do more than she is requested. This broken joint between you and her husband entreats her to splinter, and this crack of your love shall grow stronger than before.
You advise me well.
I protest in the sincerity of love and honest kindness.
I think it freely. And betimes in the morning I will beseech the virtuous Desdemona to undertake for me. I am desperate of my fortunes if they check me
You
here.
are in the right. Good night, Lieutenant. I must to the watch.
Good night, honest Iago.
And what's he then that says I play the villain? When this advice is free, I give, and I'm probable to thinking, and indeed, of course, to win the more again. For 'tis most easy, the inclined Desdemona to subdue in any honest suit. She's framed as fruitful as the free elements, and then for her to win the more, were to renounce his baptism, all seals and symbols of redeemed sin, his soul is so infected to her love that she may make, unmade, do what she list, even as her appetite shall play the god with his weak function. How am I then a villain? To counsel Cassio to this parallel course, directly to his good, divinity of hell. When the devils will their blackest sins put on, they do suggest us first with heavenly shows, as I do now. For whilst this honest fool flies Desdemona to repair his fortune, and she for him pleads strongly to the more, I'll pour this pestilence into his ear, that she repeals him for her body's lust, and by how much she strives to do him good, she shall outdo her credit with the more. So will I turn her virtues into bitch, and out of her own goodness make the net that shall enmesh them all. How now, Roderigo?
I do fall here with a chase, not like a hangman ox, but one that fills up the crime. My money is almost spent, and I have been tonight exceedingly well cudgeled, and I think the issue shall be, I shall have so much experience for my pains, and so with no money at all, and a little more wit, return again to Venice.
How poor are they that have not patience? What wound did ever heal but by degree? Thou knowest we work by wit, and not by witchcraft. And wit depends on dilatory time. Does not go well, Cassio hath beaten thee. And thou by that small hurt hath Cassio. Though other things grow fair against the sun, yet fruits that blossom first will first be ripe. Content thyself a while. My mass is morning. Pleasure and action make the hours seem short. Retard me. Go where thou art billeted. Away, I say, thou shalt no more hereafter.
Why?
Get thee gone! Two things are to be done. My wife must move to Cassio to her mistress. I'll set her on. Myself the while to draw the more apart, and bring him jump when he may find Cassio soliciting his wife. Ah, that's the way. Dull not device through coldness and delay.
I will play here something that's brief and bids good morrow, General.
Why, master? Has your instrument been enabled so that it speaks in the nose thus?
How, sir, how?
Is this, I pray
instrument that I know. But, master, here's money for you. And the general so likes your music that he desires you, for love's sake, to make no more noise with it! I will not, sir. If you have any music that may not be heard, tune it again. But to hear music, the general does not break he can. I have none such, sir. Then put on your pipe in your bag, for I'll away. Go! Vanish into air! Away!
In happy time, Iago?
You've not been abed then?
Why, no, the day had broke before we parted. Make bold, Iago, and send in to your wife. My suit to her is that she will, the virtuous Desdemona, procure me some access.
I'll send her to you presently, and I'll draw the Moor out of the way, that your converse and business may be more free.
I humbly thank you for it. I never knew a Florentine more kind and honest.
Good morrow, good lieutenant. I am sorry for your displeasure, but all will sure be well. The general and his wife are talking of it, and she speaks for you stoutly. The Moor replies that he who hurt is of great fame in Cyprus, but he protests he loves you, and needs no other suitor but his likings to take the safest occasion by the front, to bring you in again.
Death, I beseech you, if you think fit or that it may be done, give me advantage of some brief discourse with Desdemona alone.
I shall bestow you where you shall have time to speak your bosom freely.
I am much bound to you.
Be thou assured, good Cassio, I will do all my abilities in thy behalf.
Good madam, do. I warrant agrees my husband as if the case were his.
Oh, that's an honest fellow. Do not doubt, Cassio, but I will have my lord and you again as friendly as you were.
Bounteous madam, whatever shall become of Michael Cassio, he's never anything but your true servant.
I know it, I thank you. You do love my lord. You have known him long. And be you well assured, he shall in strangeness stand no further off than in a polite distance.
Aye, but madam, that policy may either last so long or breed itself so out of circumstance that I, being absent at my place supplied, my general will forget my love and service.
Do not doubt that. Before Amelia here, I give thee warrant of thy place. Assure thee, if I do vow a friendship, I'll perform it to the last article. My lord shall never rest. His bed shall seem a school, his board a shrift. I'll intermingle everything he does with Cassio's suit. Therefore, be merry, Cassio, for thy solicitor shall rather die than give thy cause away.
Madam, here comes my lord.
Madam, I'll take my leave.
Why, stay and hear me speak.
Madam, not now. I am very ill at ease, unfit for mine own purposes.
Well, do your discretion.
I like not that.
What does that say?
Nothing, or if nothing, my lord.
Was not that Cassio parted from my wife?
Cassio? No, I cannot think it, that he would steal away so guilty-like, seeing you coming.
Well, I do believe to see.
How now, my lord? I've been talking with a suitor here, a man that languishes in your displeasure.
Who is it you mean?
Why, your Lieutenant Cassio. Good, my lord, if I have any grace or power to move you, his present reconciliation take. For if he be not one that truly loves you, I have no judgment in an honest face. I pray thee, call him back.
Where he ends now?
I, sooth, so humbled that he had left part of his grief with me, to suffer with him. Good love, call him back.
Not now, Desdemona, some other time.
But shall be shortly.
Sooner, sweet, for you.
Shall be tonight, at supper.
Well, no, not tonight.
Tomorrow, dinner then.
Well, I shall not dine at home.
Oh, why then, tomorrow night, or Tuesday morn, on Tuesday noon, or night, or Wednesday morn. I pray thee, name the time, but let it not exceed 3 days. In faith, he's penitent. When shall he come? Tell me, Othello, I wonder in my soul what you would ask
that I deny you? No. Farewell, my lord.
Farewell, Desdemona. I'll come to thee straight.
Amelia, come. Be as your fancies teach you. Whatever you be, I am obedient.
Oh, excellent wretch, perdition catch my soul, but I do love thee. And when I love thee not, chaos has come again.
My noble lord,
What dost thou say, Iago?
did Michael Cassio, when you wooed my lady, know of your love?
He did, from first to last. Why dost thou ask?
But for his satisfaction, my fault. No further harm.
Why have thy thought, Iago?
I did not think you'd been acquainted with him.
Oh, yes. And went between us very often.
Indeed.
Indeed, aye. Indeed. But discernest thou aught in that? Is he not honest?
Honest, my lord.
Honest, my lord. Aye, honest.
My lord, for aught I know.
But what dost thou think?
Think, my lord.
Think, my lord. My heaven, he echoes me as if there were some monster in his thought too hideous to be shown. Thou dost mean something. I heard thee say even now, thou likest not that when Cassio left my wife. What didst not like? And when I told thee he was of my counsel during my whole course of wooing, thou didst contract and purse thy brow together, as if thou had then shut up in thy brain some horrible conceit. On thy love, show me thy thing.
My lord, you know I love you.
I think thou dost. And for I know thou art full of love and honesty, and weighest thy words before thou givest them breath. Therefore these stops of thine frighten me the more. For such things in a false, disloyal knave are tricks of custom. But in a man that's just
For Michael Cassio, I dare be sworn, I think that he is honest.
well, I think so too.
Men should be what they seem, and those that be not. Would that they might seem none.
Certain, men should be what they seem.
Why then, I think Cassio's an honest man.
Nay, there's more in this. I pray thee, show me thy thinkings, as thou dost ruminate, give thy worst of thoughts the worst of words.
Good my lord, pardon me. Though I am bound to every act of duty, I am not bound to that all slaves are free to. Utter my thoughts. Why say they are vile and false. Who has a breast so pure but so unclean? Apprehensions that keep leaks, and lordings, and in session sit with meditations lawful.
Thou dost conspire against thy friend Iago, if thou but thinkest him wronged, and makest his ear a stranger to thy thoughts.
I do, though I perchance am vicious in my guess, as I confess it is my nature's plague to spy into abuses, and oft my jealousy shapes faults that are not. No, it were not for your quiet nor your food, nor for my manhood, honesty, or wisdom to let you know my thoughts.
What dost thou mean?
Good name in man and woman, dear my lord, is the immediate jewel of their souls. Who steals my purse, steals trash. 'Tis something, nothing. 'Twas mine, 'tis his, and has been slave to thousands. But he who filches from me my good name, robs from me that which not enriches him and makes me poor indeed.
By heaven, I know thy
And
thoughts.
you cannot, if my heart were in your hand, nor shall not, while 'tis in my custody. Oh, beware, my lord, of jealousy. It is the green-eyed monster which doth mock the meat it feeds on. That cuckold lives in bliss, who, certain of his fate, loves not his wronger. But oh, what damn minutes tells he o'er, who dotes, yet doubts, suspects, yet strongly loves.
Misery.
Oh, good heaven, the souls of all my tribe defend from jealousy.
Why? Why is this? Thinkest thou I'll make a life of jealousy? To follow still the changes of the moon with fresh suspicions? No. To be once in doubt is once to be resolved. Exchange me for a goat, when I shall turn the business of my soul to such exsufflicate and blown surmises matching thy inference. 'Tis not to make me jealous to say my wife is fair, feeds well, loves company, is free of speech, sings, plays, and dances well. But where virtues are, these are the more virtuous. Nor from mine own weak merits will I draw the smallest fear or doubt of her revolt, for she had eyes and chose me. No, Iago, I'll see before I doubt. When I doubt, prove, and on that proof, no more but this. Away at once with love or jealousy.
I am glad to hear it. For now I shall have reason to show the love and duty that I bear thee with franker spirit. Look to your wife, Observe her well with Cassio. Were your eye thus not jealous, nor secure, I would not have your free and noble nature out of self-bounty be abused. In Venice they do let heaven see the practice, they dare not show their husbands. Their best conscience is not to leave it undone, but keep it unknown.
Dost thou think so?
She did deceive her mother marrying you, and when she seemed to shake and fear your look, she loved them most of all.
And so she did.
Why go to then? She that so young could keep out such a seeming, to seal her mother's eyes up close as oak. She thought 'twas witchcraft, but I am much to blame. I humbly do beseech you of your pardon for too much love.
I am bound to thee forever.
I see this has a little dashed your spirit.
Not a jot, not a
In
jot.
faith I fear it has. I hope you will consider what is spoke comes out of love. I am to pray you not to strain my speech to grosser issue, nor to larger reach than to suspicion.
I will not.
If thou shouldst, my speech falls into such wild success as my thoughts aim not at. Cassio is my worthy friend. My lord, I see your mood.
No, not much moved. I do but think that Desdemona's honest.
Long live she so, and long live you to think so.
Yet how nature erring from itself.
Aye, there's the point, as, to be bold with you, not to have affected many proposed matches of our own clime, complexion, and degree, whereto we see in all things nature tends. Foe, one may smell in such a will most rank, foul, disproportioned, thoughts unnatural. But pardon me, I do not in position to speak distinctly of her, though I may fear her will, recoiling to her better judgment, may fall to match you with our country forms, and happily repent.
Farewell, farewell. If more thou dost perceive, let me know the more. And I prithee, set thy wife to attend, and observe on her. Leave me, Iago.
My lord, I take my leave.
Why did I marry? This honest creature doubtless sees, knows more, much more than he unfolds.
My lord, I might entreat you to scan this thing no further. Leave it to time. Though it be fit that Cassio have his place, for sure, he fills it up with great ability. Yet, if you please to hold him off a little while, you may by that perceive him and his means. If your wife you strain his entertainment with any strong or vehement importunity, much will be seen in that. In the meantime, let me be thought too busy in my
Fear not, my government.
I once more take my leave.
This fellow's of exceeding honesty, and knows all qualities with a learned spirit of human dealings. If I do prove her haggard, I'll whistle her off and let her down the wind to prey at fortune. Happily, for I am black, and have not those soft parts of conversation that chamberers have, or for I am declined into the vale of years. Yet that's not much. She's gone. I am abused, and my relief must be to loathe her. Oh, curse of marriage, that we can call these delicate creatures ours and not their appetites. I had rather be a toad and live upon the vapor of a dungeon than keep a corner in the thing I love for others' uses. Desdemona comes. If I do prove her false, oh, that heaven mocks itself. I'll not believe it.
How now, my dear Othello? Your dinner and the generous islanders by you invited to attend your presence.
I am to blame.
Why do you speak so faintly? Are you not well?
I have a pain upon my forehead here.
Let me but find it hard. Within this hour, it will be well.
Your napkin is too little. Let it alone. Come, I'll go in with you.
I'm very sorry that you are not well.
I am glad I have found this napkin. This was her first remembrance from the moor. he will do with it, heaven knows, not I. I nothing but to please his fantasy.
Now, what do you here alone?
Do not you chide. I have a thing for you.
A thing for me? It is a common thing
Huh?
to have a foolish wife.
Oh, is that all? What will you give me now for the same handkerchief?
What? Handkerchief.
What? Handkerchief. Why, that the Moor first gave to Desdemona, that which so often he did bid me steal.
Has stolen from her?
No, faith. She let it drop by negligence, and to the advantage, I, being here, took it up. Look. Here it is.
A good wench, give it me.
What will you do with it that you've been so earnest to have me filch it?
Why, what's that to you?
If it be not for some purpose of import, give it to me again. Poor lady shall run mad when she...
Be not at known, aunt. I have use for it. Go. Leave. I will, in Cassio's lodgings, lose this knack. Trifles light as air are, jealous confirmations strong as proofs of holy writ. This may do something. The more already changes with my poisons. Dangerous conceits are in their natures poisons, which at first are scarce found to distaste, but with a little act upon the blood burn like mines of sulphur. I did say so. Look where he comes. Not poppy, nor mandragora, nor all the drowsy syrups of the world shall ever medicine to that sweet sleep which thou owest yesterday.
False to me.
Have it out, General, no more of that.
Avaunt. Be gone. Thou hast set me on the rack. I swear 'tis better to be much abused than to know it a little.
How now, General?
What sense had I were stolen hours of lust? I saw it not, it harmed not me. I slept the next night well, was free and merry. Found not Cassio's kisses on her lips. He that is robbed, not wanting what is stolen, let him not know it. And he's not robbed at all.
I am very sorry to hear this.
I had been happy at the general camp. Pioneers and all tasted her sweet body, so I had nothing known. Oh, now forever farewell the tranquil mind. Farewell content. Farewell the neighing seed and the shrill trump. The spirit-stirring drum and the ear-piercing pipe. The royal banner and all quality. Pride, pomp, and circumstance of glorious war. Farewell. Othello's occupation's gone.
Is possible, my lord.
Fallon, be sure not to blood of a whore. Be sure it. Give me the ocular proof. Or by the worth of man's eternal soul, thou hast been better born a dog than answer my wicked wrath.
It's possible, my lord.
Make me to see it, or prove it, so the least that probation bear no hinge or loop to hang it out on, or woe upon thy life.
My noble.
If thou shalt slander her and torture me, never pray more. Abandon all remorse. On horror's head, horrors accumulate, and nothing canst thou to damnation add greater than this.
Oh, grace. Oh, heaven, forgive me. Are you a man? Have you soul or sense? Oh, monstrous world, take note, O world, to be direct and honest is not safe.
Nay, say thou shouldst be
I shall be wise, for honesty's a fool, and loseth that it works for.
By the world, I think my wife is honest and think she is not. I think thou art just and think thou art not. I'll have some proof. Her name, it was as fresh as Diane's visage, is now begrimed and black as mine own face.
I see, sir, you are eaten up with passion, and I humbly do repent me that I put it to you. You would be satisfied.
Would? Nay, I will.
Damn me, but how? How satisfied, my lord, would you, the supervisor, grossly gate on me, hold her top?
Death and
It
damnation.
were a tedious difficulty, I think, to bring them to that prospect. Damn them, then. If imputation and strong circumstance which lead directly to the door of truth will give you satisfaction, you may have it.
Give me a living reason she's
I do
disloyal.
not like the office, but since I am entered into this cause so far, pricked to it by
foolish honesty and love I will continue. I lay with Cassio reason, and being troubled by a raging tooth I could not see. There are a kind of men so loose of soul that in their freak will mutter their affairs. One of this kind is Cassio. In sleep I heard him cry, "Sweet Desdemona, let us be wary. Let us hide our loves," and then he'd gripe and wring my hand, cry, "Oh, sweet creature," and kiss me hard as if he plucked up kisses by the roots that grew upon my lips, then laid his leg over my thigh, and sighed, and kissed, and cried, "Cursed fate that gave thee to the poor!"
Monstrous!
Nay, this was but his dream.
This denoted a foregone conclusion, though it is but a dream.
It helps to take another proofs which to demonstrate this.
I'll tear her all to pieces.
Yes, be content, yet we see nothing done. She may still be honest. Tell me but this. Have you not sometimes seen a handkerchief spotted with strawberries in your wife's hand?
Why, I gave her such a one. 'Twas my first gift.
I know not that, but such a handkerchief. I'm sure it was your wife's. Did I today see Cassio wipe his face with?
If it be that.
If it be that, or any that was hers, it stands against her with the other proofs.
Now, I do see it is true. Look, Iago, all my fond love do I thus blow to heaven. It is gone. Arise, black vengeance, from thy hollow cell. Yield up, O love, thy crown and hearted throne to tyrannous
Yet
hate.
be content.
Oh, blood, blood, blood!
Patience, I say, your mind perhaps may change.
Never, Iago, like to the Pontic Sea, whose icy currents and convulsive course ne'er feels retiring ebb but keeps due on, so my hate, with violent pace, shall ne'er look back, ne'er ebb to humble love, till that a capable and wide revenge swallows them up. Now, by the lights of yond marble heaven, in the due reverence of a sacred vow, I here engage my words.
Do not rise yet. Witness, you ever burning lights above, witness that here doth Iago give up the execution of his wit, hands, heart, to wronged Othello's service.
I greet thy love not with vain thanks, but with acceptance bounties, and I will put thee to it on the instant. Let me hear thee say, within these 3 days, that Cassio's not alive.
My friend is dead. 'Tis done at your request, but let her live.
Oh, damn her, lewd minx! Damn her! Come, go with me apart. I must furnish myself with some swift means of death for the fair devil. Now art thou my lieutenant.
I am your own, forever.
my lady.
It yet hath felt no age, nor known no sorrow.
Hot, hot and moist. This hand of yours requires a sequester from liberty, fasting, and prayer. For here's a young and sweating devil here that commonly rebels. 'Tis a good hand, a frank one.
You may indeed say so, for 'twas that hand that gave away my heart.
A liberal hand. The hearts of old give hands, but our new heraldry is hands, not hearts.
I cannot speak of this. Come, now your promise.
What promise, Chuck?
I have sent to bid Cassio come speak with you.
I am a salt, and sorry room offends me. Lend me thy handkerchief.
Here, my lord.
That which I gave you.
I have it not about me.
Not?
No, indeed, my
Why,
lord.
that is a fault. That handkerchief did an Egyptian to my mother give. She was a charmer, and could almost read the thoughts of people. She told her while she kept it, it would make her amiable, and subdue her entirely to my father's love. But if she lost it, or made gift of it, my father's eye should hold her loathed, and his spirit should hunt after new fancies. She, dying, gave it me, and bid me that I would give it to my wife, and my fate would have it. I did so. So take heed of it. Make it a darling like your precious eye, for to lose it, or make gift of it, with such perdition as nothing else could not.
Is it possible?
'Tis most true. There's a magic in the web of it. A symbol that had numbered in the world the sun to course 200 compasses. In her prophetic fury sewed the work, and the worms were hallowed that did breathe the silk, and it was dyed in mummy which the skillful conserved from maidens' hearts.
Indeed. Is it true?
It is most veritable. Therefore look to it well.
Then would to God that I
Ha!
never see it.
Wherefore?
Why do you speak so startlingly and rash?
Lost. It's gone. Speak. It's out of the way.
It is not lost. But what, and if it were?
How?
I say it is not lost.
Fetch it. Let me see it.
Why, so I can, sir. But I will not now. This is a trick to put me from my suit. I pray you, let Cassio be received again.
Fetch me the handkerchief. My mind misgives.
Come, you'll never meet a more sufficient man.
The handkerchief.
I pray, talk me of Cassio.
The handkerchief.
A man that all his time had founded his good fortunes on your love, shared dangers.
The handkerchief!
In sooth, you are to blame.
Away!
Is not this man jealous?
I never saw this before. Sure, there's some wonder in this handkerchief. I am most unhappy in the loss of it.
'Tis not a year or two shows us a man. They are all but stomachs, and we all but food to eat us hungrily. And when they are full, they belch us. Look you, Cassio, and my husband.
There is none other, 'tis she must do it. And lo, the happiness. Go and importune her.
Oh, how now, good Cassio? What's the news with you?
Madam, my former suit, I do beseech you that by your virtuous means I may again exist, and be a member of his love, whom I with all the office of my heart entirely honour. I would not be delayed if my offence be of such mortal kind, that nor my service past nor present sorrows can ransom me into his love again, but to know so must be my benefit.
Alas, thrice gentle Cassio, my advocation is not now in tune. My lord is not my lord, nor should I know him. As I have spoken for you all my best, and stood within the blank of his displeasure for my free speech, you must a while be patient. What I can do, I will, and more I will than for myself I dare. Let that suffice.
Is my lord angry?
He went hence but now, and certainly in strange unquietness.
Can he be angry? I have seen the cannon that have blown his ranks into the air, and like the devil from his very arm puffed his own brother. And can he be angry? Something of moment then. I'll go meet with him. There's matter in indeed, if he be angry.
I prithee do so. Something, sure, of state, that puzzles his clear spirit. And in such cases, men's natures wrangle with inferior things, though great ones are their object. 'Tis even so. For let our finger ache, and it endues our other healthful members, even to that sense of pain. Nay, we must think men are not gods.
Pray heaven it be state manners, as ye think and know. conception nor no jealous toy concerning you.
Alas, the day I never gave him cause.
But jealous souls will not be answered so. They are not ever jealous for the cause, but jealous for they are jealous. 'Tis a monster begot upon itself, born on itself.
Oh, heaven, keep that monster from Othello's mind.
Lady, amen.
I will go seek him. Cassio, walk here about. If I do find him fit, I'll move your suit and seek to effect it to my uttermost.
I humbly thank your ladyship.
Save you, friend Cassio.
What made you from home? How is it with you, my most fair Bianca? If fate's sweet love I was coming to your house.
And I was going to your lodging, Cassio. What? To keep a week away? 7 days and nights, 8 hours, and lovers' absent hours more tedious to the dial, 8 times. A weary reckoning.
Pardon me, Bianca. I have this while with leaden thoughts been pressed, but I shall, in a more continuate time, strike off this score of absence. Sweet Bianca, take me this work out.
Oh, Cassio, whence came this? This is some token from a newer friend. To the felt absence, now I feel a cause it's come to this. Well, well.
Oh, true woman, throw your vile guesses in the devil's teeth from whence you have them. Oh, you are jealous now that this is from some mistress, some remembrance. No, in good troth, Bianca.
What? Is it?
No, not sweet. I found it in my chamber. I like the work well, ere it be demanded, as like enough it will. I'll have it copied. Take it and do it, and leave me for this time.
Leave you? Wherefore?
Oh, I do attend here on the general, and think it no addition, nor my wish, to have him see me woman.
Why, I'm afraid.
Not that I love you not.
But that you cannot. I pray, bring me on the way a bit, and say if I shall see you soon at night.
'Tis but a little way I can bring you, for I attend here, but I'll see you soon.
'Tis very good. I must be circumstanced.
Will you think so?
Think so, Iago?
What, to kiss in private?
And an authorized kiss.
Or to be naked with her friend in bed an hour or more, not meaning any harm.
Naked in bed, Iago, and not mean any harm. It is hypocrisy against the devil. They that mean virtuously and yet do so, the devil their virtue tempts, and they tempt heaven.
So they do nothing. 'Tis a venial slip. But if I give my wife a handkerchief,
What then?
why then 'tis hers, my lord, and being hers she may, I think, bestow it on any man.
Well, she is protectress of her honor, too. May she give that?
Her honour's an essence that's not seen. They have it very oft that have it not. But for the handkerchief.
By heaven, I would most gladly have forgot it. Thou saidst, it comes o'er my memory as doth the raven o'er the infected house, boding to all. He had my handkerchief.
What of that?
Well, that's not so good
What,
now.
if I had said I had seen him do you wrong, or heard you say, as knaves be such abroad cannot choose, but they must blab.
What hath he said?
Faith that he, I know not what he did.
What? What?
Lie
With her?
with her honour what you will.
Lie with her. Lie on her. We say lie on her when they belie her. That's wholesome. Lie with her. To confess and be hanged for his labour. No, to be hanged and then to confess. I shake at it. Nature would not invest herself in such shadowing passion without instruction. Lie with her. It is not words that shake me thus. Noses, ears, lips, pish. Lie with her. Confessions. Handkerchief. Confessions. Oh, devil.
Work on my medicine, work. Thus, credulous fools are caught, and many worthy and chaste dames, even thus, all guiltless meet reproach. How now, my lord, I say, well, tell him. How now, Cassio, what's the matter and by breaks out to savage madness. Look, he stirs. Do you withdraw yourself a little while, and he will recover straight. When he is gone, I would on great occasion speak with you. How now, General? Have you not hurt your head?
Dost thou mock me?
I mock you? By heaven, no. Would you bear your fortune like a man?
A whole man's a monster and a beast.
There's many a beast in a populous city, and many a civil monster.
Did he confess it?
Ah, good Lord, be a man. There's millions now alive that nightly lie in those improper beds. It's the spite of hell. The fiend's arch mock to lip a wanton in a secure couch, and to suppose her chaste. No, let me know. And knowing what I am, I know what she shall be.
Thou art most wise. 'Tis certain.
Content yourself a while. Confine yourself within a patient bliss. While you were here, overwhelmed with your grief, Cassio came. I shifted him away and laid good excuse upon your ecstasy. Bade him anon return, and here speak with me, the which he promised. Do but encave yourself, and mark the flares, the jibes, and notable scorns that dwell in every region of his face. For I will make him tell the tale anew. Where? How oft, how long ago, and when he hath and is again to cope your wife. I say, but Marcus just
Thou hear, Iago. I will be found most cunning in my patience, but dost thou hear? Most blind.
That's not amiss, but yet keep time in all. Will you withdraw? Now will I question Cassio of Fiachra, a housewife that by selling her desires buys herself bread and clothes. It is a creature that dotes on Cassio, as to disrupt its play, to beguile many and be beguiled by one. He, when he hears of her, cannot refrain from the excess of laughter. Look, here he comes. As he shall smile, Othello shall go mad, and his unbookish jealousy must construe poor Cassio's smile, gestures, and light behavior quite in the wrong. How do you now, Lieutenant?
No worser that you give me the addition, whose want even kills me.
Lie, Desdemona, well, and you are sure on't.
Now, if this suit lay in
The ankle bar, how quickly should you speak?
Alas, poor caitiff.
Look how he laughs already.
I never knew woman love man so.
Oh, alas, poor rogue. I think it
Nice
thinks she
speech,
loves
blast
me.
it out.
Do you hear, Cassio?
Now he importunes him to tell her, oh, go to, well said, well said.
She gives it out that you shall marry
Do
her.
you
She
triumph,
intended.
brother? Do you triumph?
I marry her, what? A customer. Prithee bear some charity to my wit. Do not think it so unwholesome.
They laugh and win.
Faith, the cry goes out that you shall marry.
You say true.
I am a very villain.
Have you scored me well?
This is the monkey's own giving out. She is persuaded I will marry her out of her own love and flattery, not out of my promise.
Iago beckons me now, he begins the tale.
She was here even now. She haunts me in every place. I was the other day talking on the sea bank with certain Venetians, and thither comes the bauble, and by this hand she folds me thus.
Crying,
about my
oh
neck.
dear, Cassio as it were, his gesture important.
So hangs and lolls and weeps upon me, so hails and pulls me.
Now he tells how she plucked him to my chambers. Oh, I see that nose of yours, but not that tongue to which I'll throw it.
Well, I must leave her company.
Before me, look where she comes.
What do you mean by this haunting of me?
That the devil on his down haunt you. What did you mean by that same handkerchief you give me even now? I was a fine fool to take it. A likely piece of work that you should find it in your chamber and not know who left it there. This is some minx's token, and I must take out the work. There, give it to your hobby horse wheresoever you've had it. I'll take out no work on it.
How now, my sweet Bianca? How now? How now?
By heaven, that should be my
Will
handkerchief.
you come to supper tonight? You may, but you will not come when you're next prepared for it.
After her, after her.
Faith, I must. She'll rail in the street house.
Will you stop there?
Faith, I intend so.
I may chance to see you. Go to, say no more.
How shall I murder him, Iago?
Did you perceive how he laughed at his vice?
Iago.
And did you but see the handkerchief?
Was not mine.
Yours by this hand, and to see how he prizes it. The foolish woman, your wife, she gave it him, and he had given it his whore.
I would have a 9 years of killing. Oh, but a fine woman, a fair woman, a sweet
Nay,
woman.
you must forget that.
Aye, let her rot, and perish and be damned tonight, for she shall not live. My heart is turned to stone. I struck it, and it doth hurt my hand. Oh, but the world hath not a sweeter creature.
Nay, that's not your way.
Aye, 1,000 times, yet I do say what she is. An accomplished musician, she will sing the savages out of a bear.
She's the worst for all this!
Aye, hang her, and yet so gentle a condition.
I too gentle.
Nay, 'tis certain, and yet the pity of it, Iago, Iago, the pity of
It's
it.
a touch, not you. It comes near nobody.
I will chop her into messes. Cuckold,
No,
nay!
'tis fouling her.
With mine own officer.
That's fouler.
Lend me some poison, Iago. This night, I'll not expostulate with her, lest her body and beauty unprovide my mind again. This night, Iago!
Do it not with poison. Strangle her in her bed. Even the bed she hath contaminated.
Good, the justice of it pleases. Very good.
As for Cassio, let me be his undertaker. You shall hear more by midnight.
Excellent, good. What sound is that?
Something from Venice, or it is the two Cassio. Your wife is with her.
Save you, worthy general.
With all my heart, I kiss the instrument of thy pleasure.
And what's the news, good madam?
I am very glad to see you, madam. Welcome to Cyprus.
I thank you. How does Lieutenant Cassio?
He lives.
There's fallen between him and my lord an unkind breach, but you shall make all well.
Are you sure of that?
My lord,
Is there division twixt my lord and Cassio?
a most unhappy one. I would do much to atone them for the love I bear to Cassio.
Fire and brimstone.
My lord!
Are you wise?
We do command you home, deputing Cassio in your government.
Trust me, I am glad of it.
Indeed.
My lord!
I'm glad that you are mad.
My sweet Othello!
Devil!
I have not deserved this!
My lord, this would not be believed in Venice, though I should swear I saw it. 'Tis very much. Make her amends, she weeps.
Oh, devil, devil, if that the earth could teem with woman's tears, each drop she falls would prove a crocodile. Out of my sight!
I will not stay to offend you.
Truly an obedient lady, I do beseech your lordship. Call her back.
Mistress,
My lord?
what would you have with her, madame?
Who, I, my lord?
Aye, you did wish that I could make her turn. Well, she can turn and yet go on. And she can weep, madam, weep. And she's obedient, as you say, very obedient. Proceed you in your tears concerning this matter. Oh, well-painted passion. I'm commanded home. Get you away. I'll send for you anon. I will obey the mandate and return to Venice. Hence, avaunt! Cassio shall have my place. And I do entreat you, madam, that we may sup together tonight. You are welcome here to Cyprus, goats and monkeys.
Is this the noble Moor whom our full senate call all in all sufficient? Is this the nature whom passion could not shake? Whose solid virtue the shot of accident nor dart of chance could neither graze nor
He
pierce?
is much changed.
Are his wits safe? Is he not light of brain?
He is that he is. I may not read my sense of what he might be. If what he might be he is not, would to heaven he were.
What, strike his white?
That were not so well. Would I knew that blow would prove the worst.
Is it his use? Or did the order work upon his blood and new create this?
It is not honesty in me to speak what I have seen and known. Do but go after, and his own coursels shall denote him, so that I may save my speech. Do but go after, and mark how he continues.
I am sorry that I am deceived in him.
You have seen nothing then?
Nor ever heard, nor ever did suspect.
Yes, you saw she and Cassio together. did they never whisper?
Never, my
Nor
lord.
send you out of the way?
Never.
To fetch her fan, her gloves, her mask, nor nothing?
Never, my lord.
That's strange.
I durst, my lord, to wager she is honest. Lay down my soul at stake. If you think other, remove your fault. It doth abuse your bosom. If any wretch have put this in your head, let heaven requite it with the serpent's curse. For if she be not honest, chaste, and true, there's no man happy. The purest of their wives is foul as slander.
Bid her come hither, go! She says enough, yet she's a simple bawd that cannot say as much. No, this is a subtle whore, a closet, lock and key of villainous secrets. And yet she'll kneel and pray. I have seen her do it before me.
My lord, what is your will?
Pray, Chuck, come hither.
What is your pleasure?
Let me see your eyes. Look into my face.
I
Some
will face!
of your function, mistress. Leave procreants alone and shut the door. Cough or cry hen if anybody come. Your mystery, your mystery. Nay, dispatch.
Upon my knees, what doth your speech import? I understand the fury in your words, but not the words.
Why, what art thou?
Your wife, my lord, your true and loyal wife.
Come, swear it then. Damn thyself, lest being like one of heaven, the devils themselves should fear to seize thee. Therefore be double damned. Come, swear thou art honest.
Heaven doth truly know it.
Heaven truly knows thou art false as hell.
To whom, my lord? With whom? How am I false?
Desdemona, away, away, away.
Alas, the heavy day. Why do you weep? Am I the motive of these tears, my lord? If haply you, my mother, do suspect an instrument of this your calling back, lay not your blame on me. If you have lost her, why, I have lost her too.
And it so pleased heaven to try me with affliction, and they rained all kinds of swords and shames on my bare head, steeped me in poverty to the very lips. I could have found in some place of my soul a drop of patience, but to make me a fixed figure, for the time of scorn to point his slow, unmoving finger at. And yet, could I bear that too? Well, very well. There, where I have garnered up my heart, where either I must live or bear no life, with the very fountain of my current runs, or else tries him. To be discarded thence, or to be kept as a cistern for foul toads to not engender it.
Oh, my noble lord, it seems to be
Oh,
honest.
thou weed, that art so lovely fair and smelleth so sweet, would thou hast ne'er been born!
Alas, what ignorant sin have I
Was
committed?
this most fair paper, this most goodly book made to write whore upon? What committed? Committed! Oh, foul public governor, I should make very forges of my cheeks that would distinguish burn of modesty, did I but speak thy deeds. What committed? Ah, impudent strumpet!
By heaven, you do me wrong!
What? Art thou not a strumpet?
No, as I am a Christian. If to preserve this vessel for my lord from any other foul or lawful sort, be not to be a strumpet. I am none.
What? Not a whore?
No, as I shall be saved.
Is it possible?
Oh, heaven forgive us.
I took you for that cunning whore of Venice that did marry with Othello. You, mistress, that holds the office opposite to St. Peter and keeps the gates of hell. Ah, you, we have done our course. Here's money for thy pains. I pray you, turn the key and keep our counsel.
Alas, what does this gentleman conceive? How do you, madam? How do you, my good lady?
Faith, half asleep.
Madam, what's the matter with my lord?
With whom?
What with my lord, madam?
Who is thy lord?
He that is yours, sweet lady.
I have none. Do not talk
the matter, lady?
Alas, Iago, my lord had so abhorred her, found such despite and heavy terms upon her, as true hearts cannot bear.
Am I that name, Iago?
What name, fair gentle lady?
Such as she says my lord did say I was.
He called her whore. A beggar in his drink could not have laid such terms upon his
Why
tongue.
did he so?
I do not know. I am sure I am none such.
Beshrew him for it. How comes this trick upon him?
Nay, Ellen don't know.
I will be hanged if some eternal villain, some busy and insinuating rogue, some cogging, cozening slave to get some office, have not devised this slander, I'll be hanged else.
Why, there is no such man. It is impossible.
If any such there be, heaven pardon him.
A halter pardon him, and hell gnaw his bones. Why should he call her whore? Who keeps her company? What place, what time, what form, what likelihood? The Moor's abused by some most villainous knave, some base, notorious knave, some scurvy fellow, and put in every honest hand a whip to lash the rascal naked through the world, even from the east to the west.
Speak within door. You are a fool. Go to.
Oh, good Iago! What shall I do to win my lord again? Oh, good friend, go to him, for by this light of heaven I know not how I lost him. Here I kneel. If e'er my will did trespass against his love, either in discourse of thought or actual deed, comfort forswear me. Unkindness may do much, and his unkindness may defeat my life, but never taint my love. I cannot say whore. It does bore me now I speak the word. To do the act that might the addition earth, not the world's mass of vanity could make me.
Yet be content. 'Tis but his humour. The business of the state does him offence, and he does chide with you.
It's for no
'Tis so, I warrant. Hark, the insolent summons supper. Go in and weep not. All things shall be well. How now, Roderigo?
I do not find that thou deemest justly with
What in the contrary?
every day thou doubtest me with some device, Iago, and rather, as it seems to me now, keepest from me all conveniency, than suppliest me with the least advantage of hope. I will indeed no longer endure it, nor am I yet persuaded to put upon peace what already I foolishly thought.
Will you hear me, Roderigo?
Faith, I have heard too much. For your words and performances, I know kid
You
together.
charge me most unjustly.
With not good truth, I have wasted myself out of my means. The jewels you have had from me to deliver to Desdemona would have corrupted our votarist. You had told me she had received them and returned me expectations of comforts, of certain respect and acquaintance. But I find not.
Well, go to very well.
Go to. Very well.
I cannot go to, man, nor 'tis not very well. I think it is scurvy. I begin to find myself faulted.
Very well.
I tell you, 'tis not very well. I will make myself known to Desdemona. Return me my jewels. I will give over my suit and repent my unlawful solicitation. If not, assure yourself, I will seek satisfaction of you.
Have said now.
I and said nothing but what I protest intended of doing.
Why, now I see there's metal in thee, and even from this instant begin to build on thee a better opinion than e'er before. Give me thy hand. Thou takest over me a most just exception, but I protest, I have dealt most directly in thy affair.
It had not appeared.
I grant it hath not appeared, and your suspicion is not without wit and judgment. But, Roderigo, if thou hast that in thee indeed, I mean purpose, courage, and valor, this night show it. If thou the next night following enjoy not Desdemona, take me from this world with treachery.
Well, what is it? Is it within reason and compass?
Sir, there is a special commission come from Venice to depute Cassio in Othello's place.
Is that true? Well then, Othello and Desdemona return again to Venice.
Oh, no. He goes into Mauritania and takes away with him the most sweet Desdemona. Unless his abode be lingered here by some accident, wherein none could be so determinate as the removing of Cassio.
How do you mean, removing of him?
Why, by making him incapable of Othello's place, knocking out his brain.
And that you would have me to do?
Aye, if you would do yourself a profit and a right. He sups tonight with a harlot. Hither will I go to. If you will watch for his going hence, which I will fashion to fall out between 12 and 1, you may have him at your pleasure. I'll be near at hand to second your attempt, and he shall fall between us. Come, stand not amazed, but go along with me. I will show you such a necessity in his death. You will think yourself bound to put it on him. His high supper time, the night grows to waste. About it!
I will infer the reason for this.
And you shall be satisfied.
I would not do such a thing for gowns, nor petticoats, their husbands' faults, if wives do fall. Say that they slack their duties and pour our treasures into foreign laps, or else break out in peevish jealousies, throwing restraint upon us, or say they strike us. Why, we have laws, and though we have some grace, yet have we some revenge. Let husbands know their wives have sense like them. They see and smell and have their palates both for sweet and sour, as husbands have. What is it that they do when they change us for others? Is it sport? I think it is, and doth affection breed it? I think it doth. Is frailty that thus errs? It is so too. And have not we affections, desires for sport and frailty as men have? Then let them use us well, else let them know the ills we do, their ills instruct us so.
Good night. Good night. Heaven needs such use as sen, not to pick bad from bad, but by bad men.
Here, stand behind this book, straight will he come. Wear thy good dagger bare, and put it home. Quick, quick, fear thee not. It makes us, or it mars us. Think on that, and fix most firm thy resolution.
Be here at hand. I name this carriage.
Here, at thy hand. Be bold, and make thy stand.
I have no great devotion to the deed, and yet he hath given me satisfying reasons. 'Tis but a man gone. Forth, my sword, he dies.
I have rubbed this young twat almost to the sense, and he rose. And now, whether he do kill Cassio, or Cassio him, or each do kill the other, every way makes my gain. Live, Roderigo. He calls me to a restitution large of gold and jewels I bought from him as gifts to Desdemona. If Cassio do remain, he hath the daily beauty in his life that makes me ugly, and besides, the more may unfold me to him. There I stand in much peril. No, he must die. But so, I hear him coming.
I know his gait. 'Tis he. Villain! Thou diest! I'm slain! I am made forever! Help! Oh! Murder! Murder! Oh! Villain that I am! Oh, like a surgeon! What call no watch, no passage! Murder! Murder!
'Tis some mischance. The cry is very direful.
Oh, help! Oh, magic! Villain!
Two or three groan. 'Tis a heavy night. These may be counterfeits. Let's think it unsafe to come into the cry without more help.
Nobody come! Villain might have bleed to death!
Here's one comes and is sure with light and weapons.
Who's there? Whose noise is this that cries on murder?
We do not know.
Did not you hear a cry?
Here, for heaven's
What's the matter?
This is Othello's ancient, as I take it.
The same indeed. A very valiant fellow.
What are you that cry so
Yes.
grievous?
Oh, I was undone by villains. Give me some help.
Oh, me, Lieutenant, what villains have done
I
this?
think that one of them is hereabout and cannot make a way.
Oh, villains! What are you there? Come down and give some help!
Oh, help me! Here!
Oh, murder!
bloody thieves. How silent is this town? Oh, murder, murder! What may you be? Are you of good or evil?
As you shall prove us, praise us.
Madam Duke,
It is she.
I cry your mercy. Here's Cassio hurt by villains.
Cassio,
How is
my leg is cut in two.
Now, heaven forbid. Light, gentlemen, I'll bind him in my shirt. What is the matter? Oh, who's that crying? Who is that crying?
Cassio! What's between Cassio?
Oh, notable trumpet. Cassio, will you suspect they should be that have those many legs? No. Let me go. Oh, for a dare to bear more easily.
Cassio!
Gentlemen, all I do suspect is trash to be a party in this injury. Come, lend me a light. Patience a while, good Cassio. No weed his face or no. Alas, my friend and my good countryman, Roderigo. No surety. Oh heaven, Roderigo.
What, Venice?
Even he, sir, did you know him?
Know him? Aye.
How do you, Cassio? Oh, a chair, a chair!
Roderigo.
He, 'tis he! That's well said, a chair!
Some good man bear him carefully from hence. I'll fetch the general surgeon. For you, mistress, say to your neighbour, he that lies slain here, Cassio, what malice was between
None
you?
in the world, nor do I know the man.
What's the matter? What's the matter, husband?
Cassio hath been set under the dark by Roderigo and fellows that are escaped. He's almost slain, and Roderigo dead.
Alas, good gentleman. Alas, good Cassio.
This is the fruit of whoring. Know you of Cassio where he supped tonight? What, you shake at
He
that?
supped in my house, but I therefore shake
Oh,
not.
did he, sir? I charge thee, come with me.
Fie upon these
I
strumpets.
am no strumpet, but of life as honest as you that thus abuse
And
me.
I vow fire upon you.
Let's go see poor Cassio dressed. Mistress, you must tell another tale. Amelia, run you to the citadel and tell my lord and lady what had happened. Will you go on, I pray? This is the night that either makes me or fordoes me quite.
It is the cause, my soul. Let me not name it to you, you chaste stars. It is the cause. Yet I'll not shed her blood, nor scar that whiter skin of hers than snow, and smooth as monumental alabaster. Put out the light, and then put out the light. If I quench thee, thou flaming minister, I can again thy former light restore, should I repent me, but once put out thy light. I know not where is that Promethean heat that can thy light renew. When I have plucked the rose, I cannot give it vital growth again. It must needs wither. I'll smell it on the tree. O balmy breath, that dost almost persuade justice to break her sword. One more, one more. Be thus when thou art dead, and I will kill thee and love thee after. One more, and this the last. So sweet was ne'er so fatal. I must weep, but these are cruel tears. This sorrow's heavenly, it strikes where it doth love. She waits.
Who's there? Othello,
Aye, Desdemona.
will you come to bed, my lord?
Have you prayed tonight, Desdemona? if you bethink yourself of any crime unreconciled as yet to heaven and grace, solicit for it straight.
Alas, my lord, what do you mean by that?
Well, do it and be brief, I will walk by. I would not kill thy unprepared soul, no. Heavens forfend, I would not kill thy spirit.
Talk you of killing?
Aye, I do.
Oh, then heaven have mercy on me!
Amen, with all my heart.
If you say so, I hope you will not kill me. And yet I fear you, for you are fatal then when your eyes roll so. Why I should fear I know not, since guiltiness I know not, and yet I fear.
Think on thy sins.
They are loves I bear to you.
Aye, for that thou diest.
That death's unnatural that kills for loving. Alas, why know you so your nether lip? For some bloody passion shakes your very frame. These are portents, but yet I hope they do not point on me.
Peace, and be still.
I will so. What's the matter?
That handkerchief, which I so loved and gave to thee, thou gavest to Cassio.
No, by my life and soul, send for the man and ask him.
Oh, sweet soul, take heed of perjury. Thou art on thy deathbed.
I would not yet to die.
Therefore confess thee freely to thy sins. Thou art to die.
Then Lord have mercy on me.
I say amen.
And have you mercy too. I never did offend you in my life. Never loved Cassio, but with such general warranty of heaven as I might love. I never gave him token.
By heaven, I saw my handkerchiefs in his hand. O perjured woman, thou dost stone my heart and makest me call that I intend to do a murder, which I had thought a sacrifice. I saw the handkerchief.
We found it then. I never gave it him. Sent for him hither, let him confess the truth.
He hath confessed.
What? My lord?
That he hath used me.
How unlawfully?
Aye.
We will not say so.
No, his mouth is stopped. Honest Iago hath taken orders for it.
For fear interprets. What? Is he dead?
Had all his hairs been lives, my great revenge had stung it for them all.
Alas, he is betrayed, and I undone.
Down, trumpet! Witness thou for him to my face!
Oh, punish me, my lord, but kill me not!
Down, trumpet!
Don't kill me tomorrow!
Aim and strike! Hey, done, there is no pause!
I say
it is too late!
My lord! My lord! What how? My lord! My lord!
What noise is this? Not dead. I am cruel and yet merciful. I will not have thee linger in that penny.
What how? My lord! My lord!
Who's there?
I do beseech you that I may speak with you, oh good my lord!
Yes, 'tis Amelia. Soft mind, shall she come in? Were it good? No more moving. Still as the grave. If she comes in, she'll surely speak to my wife. My wife? What wife? I have no wife. Oh, insupportable, oh, heavy hour!
Oh good my lord, if I would speak a word with you!
Yes, Amelia. Come in. What is the matter with thee now?
Oh good my lord, yonder's foul murder's done.
What now?
But now my lord Cassio, my lord, hath killed the young Venetian called Roderigo.
Roderigo killed? And Cassio
No,
killed?
Cassio is not killed.
Cassio's not killed. Then murder's out of tune, and sweet revenge goes harsh.
Alas, what cry is that?
What? That?
And alas, there was my lady's voice. Help! Help! Oh, help! Sweet lady, speak again. Sweet Desdemona, speak.
My goodness. Every time.
Who hath done this deed?
Nobody. I myself. Farewell. Oh, commend me to my kind Lord.
Why? How should she be murdered?
Alas, who knows?
You heard her say, it was not I.
She said so. I must needs report the truth.
She's like a liar gone to burning hell. 'Twas I that killed her.
Oh, the more angel she and you, the blacker devil.
No, she turned to folly and she was a whore.
Thou just belie her, thou art a devil.
She was false as water.
Thou art satisfied to say that she was false as she was heavenly true.
No, Cassio did top her. Ask thy husband else.
My husband.
Thy husband.
My husband.
Aye, 'twas he that told me first. An honest man he is, and hates the slime that sticks on filthy deeds.
My husband.
What needs iteration when I say thy husband?
Oh, mistress, villainy hath made mocks with love. My husband say that she was false.
He, woman, doesn't understand the word. I say my friend, thy husband. Honest Iago.
If he say so, may his pernicious soul rot half a grain a day. He lies to the heart. This deed of thine is no more worthy heaven than thou hast.
Peace! You were best.
Thou hast not half that power to do me harm as I have to be hurt. O God, O dogs, as ignorant as dirt, thou hast done a deed. I care not for thy sword. I'll make thee know though I lost 20 lives. Help! Help! Oh, help! The more I've killed my mistress. Murder! Murder!
What's the matter?
Oh, where you coming out of? You've done well that men must lay their murders on your neck.
What is the matter?
Disprove this villain, if thou beest a man. He says thou told him that his wife was false. I know thou didst not. Thou art not such a villain. Speak, for my heart is full.
I told him what I thought, and told no more than what he himself found was apt and true.
But did you ever tell him she was false?
I did.
You told a lie, an odious damned lie upon my soul, a lie, a wicked lie. She false with Cassio. Did you say with Cassio?
With Cassio, mistress, go to charm thy tongue.
I will not charm my tongue. I am bound to speak. My mistress here lies murdered in her bed. It's your report to set the murder on.
Sir, not masters. It is most true.
'Tis a strange truth. A monstrous act.
Villainy, villainy, villainy! I think upon it, I think I smelt. Oh, villainy! I thought so then. I'll kill myself for grief.
What, are you mad? I charge you dead, you own.
'Tis proper I obey him, but not now. Perchance, Iago, I will ne'er go home. Lay thee down and roar, for thou hast killed the sweetest innocent that e'er did lift a eye.
Oh, she was foul! She whose breath indeed these hands have newly stopped. I know this actual's horrible and grim. 'Tis pitiful, yet Iago knows that she with Cassio had the act of shame 1,000 times committed. And she did gratify his amorous works with that recognizance, that pledge of love which I first gave to her. It was a handkerchief, an antique token that my father gave my mother.
Oh, heaven, oh, heavenly power.
Come, hold your peace.
Will out, I peace. Let heaven and men and devils, let them all cry shame against me, yet I'll speak.
Be wise and get you home. You sort of put a woman.
Oh, then do more. The handkerchief that speaks of, I found my fortune and to give my husband. For often with a solemn earnestness he begged of me to see.
Villainous whore!
She give it Cassio, no, alas, I found it, and to give to my husband.
Sit down, like
By heaven, I do not, gentlemen. Oh, murderous coxcomb, what should such a fool do with so good a woman?
Well, there are no stones in heaven, but would serve for thunder. Precious man!
the woman falls. Sure, he had killed his wife.
I, blaming my mistress' side.
He's gone. But his wife's killed. 'Tis a notorious villain. Take you this weapon, come. Guard the door without. Let him not pass, but kill him rather. I like that same villain.
I am not valiant neither, but ever puny whipster gets my sword. But why should honor outlive honesty? Let it go all.
What did thy song bode, lady? Hark! Canst thou hear me? I will play the swan and dying music. Willow. More. She was chaste. She loved thee. Cruel more. So come my soul to bliss, as I speak true.
I have another weapon. Soldier! Soldier, I must come forth.
If thou tempted, I will cuss thee here. What is the matter?
Behold, I have a weapon. Be not afraid, though you do see me weapon. This is my journey's end, the very sea mark of my utmost sail. Go you back to Spain? Wait, 'tis a lost fear. Where shall Othello go? Now, how dost thou look now? O ill-starred wench, pale as thy smock, cold, even like thy chastity. O cursed slaves, whip me, ye devils, from possession of this heavenly sight. Blow me about winds, roast me in sulphur, wash me in steam down gulfs of liquid fire, Desdemona dead. Oh, Desdemona.
Where is this rash and most unfortunate man?
He that was Othello. Here I am.
Where is that viper? Bring the man forth!
If thou beest a devil, I cannot kill thee! No!
I bleed, sir, but not killed.
I am not sorry neither. I'll have thee live, for in my sense 'twere happiness to die.
Oh, thou Othello! Thou art once so good! What shall be said to thee?
Why, anything. An honorable murderer, if you will. For aught I did in hate, but all in honor.
This wretch hath part confessed his villainy. Did you and he consent in Cassio's death?
Dear General, I never gave you cause.
I do believe it, and I ask your pardon. Will you, I pray, demand this demi-devil why he hath thus ensnared my body and soul?
Demand me nothing. What you know, you know. From this time forth, I never will speak word.
What, not to pray?
Torments will open your lips.
Cassio. Cassio, how came you by that handkerchief that was my wife's?
I found it in my chamber, and he himself confessed, but even now that there he dropped it for a special purpose, which wrought to his desire.
Oh, fool. Fool.
You must forsake this room and go with us. Your power and your command is taken off, and Cassio rules in Cyprus. You shall close prisoner rest till that the nature of your fault be known to the Venetian state. Come, bring him away.
Soft, a word or two before you go. I have done the state some service, and they know it. No more of that. I pray you, in your letters, when you these unlucky deeds relate, speak of me as I am. Nothing extenuate nor aught set down in malice. Speak then of one who loved not wisely but too well. Of one not easily jealous, but being perplexed, wrought to the extreme. Of one whose hand like the base Indian, threw a pearl away, richer than all his tribe. But one whose subdued eyes, albeit unused to the melting mood, drop tears as fast as Arabian trees their medicinal gum. Set you down this, and say besides that in Aleppo once I took by the throat the circumcised dog and smote him thus!
Oh, bloody sight!
I kissed thee, ere I killed thee. No way but this, killing myself to die upon a kiss.
This did I fear, but thought he had no weapon.
Oh, Spartan dog! Look on the tragic loading of this bed! This is thy work! The object poisoned sight, let it be hid. Cassio, keep the house, and seize upon the fortunes of the war, for they succeed on you. To you remains the censure of this hellish villain. The time, the place, the torture, oh, enforce it. Myself will straight aboard, and to the state this heavy act with heavy heart relate.